welcome back to the other comparison video I have for tonight between the Palmer's Lip Balm in Creamy Coconut and the REVO in Coconut Cream. So let's get started. Format-wise, they are both balm type, dome type lip balms. You can see this one here just looks like that, and the REVO is similar but has a flat top, well, flatter, yeah, so. And they're both white. They have no color payoff. So there's that. Packaging-wise, obviously they're different because the Flip Balm looks like a little green tulip, and the REVO is just, because it's the old style packaging, it's just a sphere, little egg shape, with the 3 wigglies on it, and Beauty 360 on the top since it was one of the CVS exclusives, and REVO on the bottom as well as my crappy handwriting. So, neither of these are natural or organic, although this has some natural ingredients, but definitely not all. This was limited edition, and you could only get it at CVS a couple years ago. This one, I do not believe, is limited edition. I think that's just as is. The amount of product you get in both is the same. It's 1/4 ounce for both. The price point on them, this one's about $3. This one, I think was $2.50 when it came out, but I had to get it through eBay because our CVS didn't have them. So there is that. Sturdiness-wise, they're both hard plastic, but this is texturized plastic. This is smooth, hard plastic, but it's the type that tends to get brittle over time. You can hear that it's like hollow. So it does leave a person wondering if it's going to break or not. And the little pegs for the hinge are not the greatest in the world, so I do worry over those as well. But yeah, I also worry about the mechanism itself for the opening and shutting of this potentially breaking off, because if that breaks off, you're screwed. You're done. So, hopefully that will not happen. There's no medication or SPF in either of these, and the only special feature of either one is that this one has that flipping mechanism. Now, scent-wise, they're actually more similar than I remembered them being. This one, it basically smells like sunscreen, but you can also smell cocoa butter in it, which I suppose is a component of sunscreen, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Whereas this one, it smells very, very strongly of kind of artificial coconut and just sweetness. It almost smells like a scented doll or something from my childhood. It's just really, really sweet, but similarly on par to how sweetly, almost artificial coconut this smells, but not quite as pervasive and not quite as strong, and it doesn't smell like sunscreen. So I feel like this is a little more tolerable overall, but it's a matter of personal opinion. In terms of flavor, they both have a sweet taste to them, although this one, I don't know, like, it wants to taste like coconut, but it also tastes like something else. It could be the cocoa butter. I'm not positive what the other taste is, but there is something more to it. Whereas this is kind of just nondescript sweet, as much of the earlier REVOs were. Consistency-wise, actually they're not that entirely far off, weirdly enough. I mean, this one is really thin and sort of greasy, watery, slick feeling. And this one, even though you would think it'd be more waxy for being a REVO, no, it actually feels very similar to that. And I don't even know, it's weird, because I swear I don't remember them being that similar, but apparently they are. But this one, I guess it's because of the color of the wax, it leaves this weird milky white film on your lips when it's on, and I'm not so wild on that, but you do have to look kind of close to see it, but it is there if you go looking for it. But they're both really shiny, and they both otherwise feel good on. With this particular one, I don't know if I had a reaction to it tonight, or if it's just old, or what is up, but, actually, this one made my lips burn within a few minutes of putting it on tonight, so that's concerning, and I'm hoping I didn't become allergic to either that specific lip balm or coconut, although that wouldn't make sense because I was fine with this one. I don't even know. I was fine with the EOS earlier, but this one within a couple minutes. Intense burning. Probably not good. I've never had it do that before from this one, so that I'm kind of on high alert right now, not gonna lie. I think that's the only thing it did, but naturally, before I even started filming this, I went and washed it off real frickin' quick. I don't think it's even at the expiration date yet, though. Yeah, it's not. November 2017. And I'll just show you in here. It doesn't look like anything's wrong with it. You know? I mean, it's not even that heavily used is the worst part. That makes me feel really guilty because I finally circled back around to coconut smells and thought it was going to get some use, and maybe not if it's going to do that. So I don't know if it's just this one, or even if I got a replacement, or if I'd have the same reaction, or if I tried it on a different day, if it's going to do the same thing. I don't know. But that does concern me, because I had liked it a lot, but if it's going to cause a reaction like that, obviously I cannot use it. And that makes me very sad. But it does make me glad that I have that, so whatever. Anyway, longevity-wise, from what I can remember, I believe this one lasted longer than this one stays on, but I couldn't do a fair assessment tonight because of the reason I just stated, so hopefully you understand. Drink test-wise, yeah, this guy does not stay on whatsoever with the drink test. As I seem to remember, I think this one did, the REVO, but I'm not certain. I'd have to go back and rewatch my review. I don't even remember if I was doing the drink test as part of my reviews back when I reviewed this one, so it may not even be in there. But just the consistency-wise, I feel like it would hold up at least a little better than that, whether or not it'd hold up wholeheartedly or not. So this leaves me in a tough position of which one I would pick over the other. Because if it weren't for that weird reaction I had to it tonight, I would pick this, but obviously I now have a bias, so I feel like by default I'm gonna have to switch my answer to this, but my first reaction, had it not been for that, would have been the REVO. So if you want to call that a tie, go ahead and call it a tie. If you want to give the point over here, view it that way. If you want to go with my original my original knee-jerk response, give it to that one. I don't know how to judge this one, because that's actually a first for me in doing these comparison videos, because I've not had that happen before. So hopefully that's not the start of a trend, because that could be very bad for me if it were. But anyway, that's about all I have to say on this one. So as usual, if you like this video, click the like button. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Leave comments down below. Do you have the flip balm? Do you have the REVO? Do you have both? Which one do you like better and why? Did you ever particularly have a reaction to this REVO, or to any REVO? Because I usually hear of that response happening with EOS, and I've not had that happen with EOS, but now I apparently happen with this one here. Although I had a different REVO on yesterday and was perfectly fine, so it may just be this particular one. I don't know. So anyway, leave me whatever you feel like leaving me down in the comments, as well as what you'd like to see me review the most next. And until next time, bye!